Welcome to Portugal, a country where every corner has a story just waiting to be found. This is a land of old cities, their stone streets filled with the sounds of hundreds of years of history and the heartfelt tunes of fado music. It's a place with rolling vineyards that go on forever, making some of the world's favorite wines. Imagine standing on amazing cliffs, looking out at the huge Atlantic Ocean, feeling the salty wind on your face as the sun sets in bright orange and gold colors. Portugal is like a blanket made of rich culture, beautiful views, and the real kindness of its people asking you to become part of its living story. Get ready to be amazed by a place that smoothly mixes its old past with a lively new energy. Whether you're walking through the tiled, narrow streets of Lisbon, finding the old secrets hidden inside the walls of Sintra's fairy tale castles, or slowly sipping a glass of wonderful port wine along the pretty Douro River, Portugal promises an experience that will charm and inspire you. This is a trip for your senses, a place where the smell of fresh baked pastries mixes with the ocean air, and where every view is a masterpiece painted by nature and time itself. The charm of Portugal isn't just in its famous places, but in the small moments of connection and wonder. It's the friendly smile from a local shop owner, the taste of a perfectly grilled sardine at a summer party, or the quiet thinking you can do in a sunny village square. This country has a special way of life, one that tells you to slow down to enjoy each experience and to fully dive into the beauty all around you. From its sunny southern coast to its old northern cities, Portugal is a place that truly gets into your heart and stays there long after you've left. As we look forward to 2025, there has never been a better time to explore the amazing things in this incredible country. This guide is made to be your trusted friend, taking you through the most beautiful places, showing you local traditions, and helping you find your way through the delicious world of Portuguese food. We will show you hidden treasures and give you helpful tips to make sure your adventure is as smooth as it is unforgettable. So pack your bags, bring your sense of adventure, and get ready to fall in love with a country that offers endless chances for discovery, relaxation, and pure simple joy. This comprehensive travel guide is your key to unlocking the very best of Portugal in 2025. We have meticulously crafted an itinerary that covers everything you need to plan an unforgettable trip, from the bustling heart of its capital city to the serene tranquility of its remote islands. Our journey will begin in the vibrant streets of Lisbon, where old-world charm meets contemporary flair, before we venture into the mystical hills of Sintra, a town that seems to have been plucked directly from the pages of a fairy tale. We'll guide you through each destination, ensuring you don't miss a single highlight. From there, our exploration will take us north to the proud and historic city of Porto, renowned for its iconic bridges and the world-famous fortified wine that bears its name. We will then meander through the breathtaking landscapes of the Douro Valley, where terraced vineyards cling to steep hillsides above the winding river. Our adventure continues south to the sun-drenched shores of the Algarve, a region celebrated for its golden beaches, dramatic sea caves, and laid-back coastal towns. Each chapter is filled with detailed insights and recommendations to help you experience the authentic spirit of the region. But our journey doesn't end on the mainland. We will also introduce you to the often overlooked treasures of Portugal's Atlantic islands, the lush, volcanic Azores, and the subtropical paradise of Madeira. Beyond the destinations, this guide delves deep into the heart of Portuguese culture. We'll explore the nation's culinary soul, highlighting must-try dishes like Bacalhau and the irresistible Pastéis de Nata. You will also learn about local customs, vibrant festivals, and the hauntingly beautiful tradition of fado music, giving you a richer understanding of the country and its people. Our goal is to provide you with all the essential information needed for a seamless and enriching adventure. This includes practical travel tips on transportation, accommodation, and budgeting, as well as advice on the best times to visit to avoid the crowds and enjoy pleasant weather. We'll even teach you a few useful Portuguese phrases to help you connect with the friendly locals. So, let's not waste another moment. It's time to dive headfirst into the magnificent wonders of Portugal and start planning the trip of a lifetime. Your incredible Portuguese story is about to begin. Our big Portuguese adventure starts in Lisbon. It's the lively and sunny capital, like the country's heart. It sits proudly on 7 hills, looking over the shiny Tagus River. Here, everywhere you look is like a perfect picture. Lisbon expertly mixes its old history with today's busy life. It's like a colorful blanket of culture that's both exciting and full of feeling. When you get here, you immediately feel a classic charm. The sound of old trams, the smell of warm chestnuts, and the sight of pretty tiled buildings all make a first impression you won't forget. This is a city that wants you to get lost, to explore without a map, and to find its secrets, one old stone street at a time. You should start exploring in Alfama, the oldest and most charming part of the city. This maze of narrow, winding streets survived the big earthquake of 1755. Its old-style layout is still a fascinating puzzle of hidden yards, steep stairs, and colorful houses with fancy iron balconies. As you walk, you'll hear the sad sounds of fado music coming from small taverns. This sound perfectly shows the Portuguese feeling of saudade, a deep longing for something. Follow the alleys as they go up to the São Jorge Castle. From there you can see amazing views that stretch over the red-tiled roofs all the way to the river. It's a truly amazing reward for your effort. To really feel the rhythm of local life, you absolutely have to ride the famous yellow tram 28. This old streetcar creaks and rattles its way through some of Lisbon's most beautiful and old neighborhoods like Graça Alfama, Baixa, and Estrela. It's not just a way to get around, it's a moving landmark showing you the city's daily life. Like a movie squeeze in with locals and other travelers, as the tram goes around super tight corners and up steep hills. You'll catch quick peeks into everyday scenes, clothes hanging out to dry from windows, neighbors chatting on doorsteps, and the bright street art that adds a modern touch to the old walls. Being in Lisbon is about always finding new things. Each of its different neighborhoods has its own unique feel. From the fancy wide streets of Baixa, rebuilt in a checkerboard pattern after the earthquake, to the cool and artsy vibe of Bairro Alto, which comes alive at night with tons of bars and restaurants, the city is like a mix of experiences. Spend your days exploring big squares like Praça do Comércio, looking in the unique shops of Chiado, or just finding a quiet miradouro or viewpoint to watch the sunset paint the sky in shades of pink and orange. Lisbon doesn't just show you its history, it invites you to live inside it. A short journey west from the city center will transport you to the historic waterfront district of Belém, a place that stands as a powerful monument to Portugal's golden age of discovery. It was from these very shores that legendary explorers like Vasco da Gama set sail in the 15th and 16th centuries, embarking on perilous voyages that would forever change the map of the world. The entire area is imbued with a sense of grandeur and historical significance, its magnificent monuments serving as proud reminders of a time when Portugal was a global maritime superpower. A visit here is not just a history lesson, it's an inspiring walk through the ambitions and achievements that shaped the nation's identity. The first icon you will encounter is the magnificent Belém Tower, or Torre de Belém. This ornate, fortified tower, a masterpiece of Manueline architecture, rises elegantly from the banks of the Tagus River. Originally built as a fortress to guard the entrance to Lisbon's harbour, it has become one of the most enduring symbols of the city. Its intricate stonework is a feast for the eyes, featuring maritime motifs like twisted ropes, armillary spheres, and crosses of the Order of Christ. As you explore its chambers and climb to the top terrace, you can almost imagine the caravels of old sailing past, heading out into the unknown Atlantic in search of new worlds. Just a short walk from the tower stands the Jerónimos Monastery, an awe-inspiring UNESCO World Heritage Site that is arguably the most impressive symbol of Portugal's power and wealth during the Age of Discovery. Commissioned by King Manuel I to commemorate Vasco da Gama's successful voyage to India, its construction was funded by the lucrative spice trade. The monastery's sprawling complex, particularly its breathtaking two-story cloister, is a stunning example of the uniquely Portuguese Manueline style, with every column, arch, and vault lavishly decorated with intricate carvings. It is also the final resting place of historical figures like Vasco da Gama and the poet Luís de Camões, adding to its profound sense of reverence. Of course, no visit to Belém would be complete without tasting the original and most famous Portuguese custard tart, the Pastéis de Nata. Make your way to the legendary Pastéis de Belém bakery, where these delectable treats have been made using a secret recipe since 1837. Served warm and dusted with cinnamon and powdered sugar, the combination of a flaky, crispy pastry crust and a rich, creamy custard filling is pure bliss. Joining the queue is part of the experience, and the reward is a taste of culinary history that has become a beloved symbol of Portugal itself. It's a simple pleasure that perfectly rounds off a day spent exploring the district's monumental history. Lisbon's soul is not only found in its monuments and viewpoints, but also in its incredible culinary scene, which offers a delicious journey through the flavors of Portugal. For a modern and vibrant taste of the city's gastronomy, a visit to the Time Out Market is essential. Housed in the historic Mercado da Ribeira, this bustling gourmet food hall brings together dozens of the city's best chefs and restaurants under one roof. The atmosphere is electric, with long communal tables filled with people enjoying a diverse array of dishes. Here, you can sample everything from traditional seafood and cured meats to contemporary creations, making it the perfect place to explore the breadth of Portuguese cuisine in one lively setting. As evening descends upon the city, the hauntingly beautiful melodies of fado music begin to fill the air, especially in the historic neighborhoods of Alfama and Moraria. This traditional Portuguese music genre is a raw and emotional expression of the soul, with singers known as fadistas accompanied by the classical Portuguese guitar. The songs often speak of love, loss, longing, and the inexorable hand of fate, creating an atmosphere that is both intimate and profoundly moving. Spending an evening in a traditional casa de fados, enjoying a simple meal and a glass of wine, while listening to these powerful performances, is an essential Lisbon experience that connects you directly to the city's cultural heart. Beyond the main attractions, Lisbon's culinary identity is also found in its cherished local specialties. Be sure to seek out a bifana, a simple yet incredibly satisfying sandwich of thinly sliced marinated pork served on a fresh bread roll. It's the ultimate Portuguese comfort food. Another local favorite is ginginha, a sweet cherry liqueur often served in a tiny chocolate cup. You'll find small traditional bars dedicated to serving this beloved drink, where locals and visitors stand side by side, savoring a quick shot. These simple culinary rituals are an integral part of the city's fabric, offering a genuine taste of local life and tradition. To make your exploration of Lisbon as seamless as possible, consider purchasing a Lisboa card. This valuable pass offers free or discounted admission to many of the city's major attractions, including the Jerónimos Monastery and Belém Tower, as well as unlimited free travel on the city's public transport system, including buses, trams, and the metro. It not only saves you money, but also time, allowing you to bypass long ticket queues and move around the city with ease. With this card in your pocket, you are fully equipped to uncover all the wonders of Lisbon, from its grandest monuments to its most intimate, hidden corners. Just 40 minutes from Lisbon, Sintra emerges like a fairy tale. Misty hills, lush forests, and whimsical palaces. At its heart, the vibrant Pena Palace dazzles with bold colors and eclectic towers, perched high above panoramic views. Wander through Pena Park's exotic gardens and winding paths, where nature and imagination blend for a truly magical escape. Quinta da Regaleira is Sintra's mysterious estate, filled with secret tunnels, symbolic gardens, and the legendary initiation well. Book tickets online and start early to avoid crowds. Sturdy shoes are essential for exploring Sintra's steep, cobbled hills. With a little planning, you'll unlock the full magic and mystery of Sintra's enchanting landscapes. Porto, set on the Douro River, pulses with history, color, and authentic charm, especially in the lively Ribeira district. Cross the iconic Dom Luís I Bridge for sweeping city views, then lose yourself in Porto's winding streets and grand architecture. Every corner reveals a new story, making Porto both grand and intimately captivating. Check out the amazing tile art at São Bento Station, then head over to Vila Nova de Gaia to try some port wine in old cellars. Enjoy the tastes of ruby, tawny, and white port. Every sip shows how much skill went into making them for hundreds of years. And you've got to try Porto's big Francesinha sandwich. It really shows off the city's brave food style. The Douro Valley's terraced vineyards and winding river create a breathtaking UNESCO-listed landscape, the birthplace of port wine. Cruise the river or drive the scenic N222 for unforgettable views of villages, quintas, and endless vine-clad hills. Here, every vista tells a story of tradition, resilience, and the timeless beauty of Portugal's wine country. To truly connect with the soul of the Douro Valley, you must visit one of its many quintas. the historic wine estates that are the heart and soul of the region. Many of these family-run properties have opened their doors to visitors, offering a warm and authentic welcome into their world. A visit typically includes a guided tour of the vineyards and the winery, where you can learn firsthand about the unique microclimate and the grape varieties that thrive in the schistous soil. This is followed by a curated tasting of their wines, which often includes not only their famous port, but also the excellent and increasingly popular still red and white wines produced in the Douro. It's an intimate and educational experience. Many of these quintas also offer the opportunity to enjoy a traditional home-cooked meal, often paired perfectly with their own wines. Sitting on a sun-drenched terrace, overlooking the very vineyards that produce the wine in your glass, while savoring hearty regional dishes is an experience of pure bliss. It's a moment that beautifully encapsulates the Portuguese philosophy of hospitality and the deep connection between food, wine, and place. Some estates even offer accommodation, allowing you to wake up to the tranquil beauty of the vineyards and fully immerse yourself in the peaceful rhythm of life in the valley, far from the hustle and bustle of the city. For wine lovers, there is no better time to visit the Douro Valley than during the harvest season, which typically takes place in September. This is when the region truly comes alive with a palpable sense of excitement and celebration. The vineyards are bustling with activity as workers hand-pick the ripe bunches of grapes. Some quintas even offer visitors the unique opportunity to participate in the harvest, allowing you to get your hands dirty picking grapes or even taking part in the age-old tradition of grape treading by foot in large granite troughs called lagares. It's a fun, festive, and unforgettable way to engage directly with the winemaking process. As a final travel tip, while a day trip from Porto is certainly possible and highly rewarding, consider spending at least a weekend in the Douro Valley if your schedule allows. This gives you more time to explore at a relaxed pace, to visit multiple quintas, and to experience the valley's changing light from sunrise to sunset. Staying overnight allows you to enjoy the profound serenity that descends upon the region after the day trippers have departed. Gazing up at a star-filled sky from a quiet terrace with the scent of earth and wine in the air is the perfect way to cap off your time in this truly magical corner of Portugal. Leaving the serene terraced hills of the Douro behind, our journey now takes us to the southernmost region of Portugal, the world-renowned Algarve. This is the country's glorious sunshine coast, a place where the land meets the Atlantic, in a spectacular display of natural beauty. The Algarve is famous for its seemingly endless stretches of golden sand, dramatic ochre-colored cliffs, and a climate that promises over 300 days of sunshine a year. It's a destination that caters to every kind of traveler, from those seeking lazy days on pristine beaches to adventurers eager to explore its rugged coastline. The moment you arrive, the warm, gentle breeze and the bright, clear light signal that you have entered a realm dedicated to relaxation and the simple pleasures of coastal living. The region's allure is rooted in its incredibly diverse coastline. To the west, you will discover a wilder, more dramatic landscape where powerful Atlantic waves have relentlessly sculpted the cliffs into breathtaking formations, creating secluded grottos and picturesque coves. This area, known as the Barlavento, or Windward Coast, is a paradise for photographers, surfers, and hikers. As you move eastward towards the Spanish border, the landscape softens into the Sotavento, or Leeward Coast. Here, the waters are calmer and warmer, and the coastline is characterized by long, sandy islands and the tranquil lagoons of the Ria Formosa Natural Park, offering a more peaceful and family-friendly beach experience that feels a world away from the dramatic west. The Algarve is more than just a beach destination. It is a region rich with a history that has been shaped by the various cultures that have passed through it, including the Romans and the Moors, whose influence is still visible in the architecture and local customs. The name Algarve itself comes from the Arabic Algarb, meaning the west. This deep historical tapestry adds another layer of fascination to your visit, inviting you to explore whitewashed fishing villages, historic forts, and charming inland towns where time seems to have slowed down. It's this beautiful blend of stunning natural scenery and rich cultural heritage that gives the Algarve its unique and enduring appeal. One of the most iconic beaches, and a perfect introduction to the region's beauty, is Praia da Marinha. Often lauded as one of the most beautiful beaches in the world, it is the quintessential Algarve postcard scene. Here, you can descend a long staircase to a sheltered stretch of soft golden sand, framed by towering limestone cliffs that have been weathered into stunning arches, sea stacks, and caves. The water is exceptionally clear and calm, making it ideal for swimming and snorkeling around the incredible rock formations. Spending a day here, soaking up the sun and marveling at the sheer artistry of nature, is the perfect way to begin your exploration of this magnificent Sunshine Coast. While the Algarve is blessed with countless stunning beaches, some of its most magical secrets are hidden within its coastline, accessible only from the water. The most famous of these natural wonders is the incredible Benadryl Cave. This is not just a cave. It's a colossal sea grotto with a huge circular opening in its ceiling, known as an oculus or eye, which allows golden sunlight to flood in and illuminate a hidden sandy beach within. The sight of the sunbeams lighting up the turquoise water and golden sand inside this natural cathedral is truly awe-inspiring. As it is not safely accessible by swimming, the best way to experience its majesty is by joining a boat tour, or for the more adventurous, by kayaking or stand-up paddleboarding from the nearby Benagil beach. Beyond Benagil, the coastline around the charming town of Lagos is a treasure trove of smaller coves, sea stacks, and grottos, known as the Ponta da Piedad. A boat trip through this spectacular network of rock formations is an absolute must. As your small fishing boat navigates the crystal-clear emerald waters, your guide will point out whimsical shapes in the rocks, given names like the elephant and the kissing couple. You'll glide through narrow archways and into hidden sea caves, marveling at the incredible play of light on the water and the sheer beauty of the weathered cliffs. It's a breathtaking journey that showcases the raw, artistic power of the Atlantic Ocean in shaping this dramatic and unforgettable landscape. The town of Lagos itself is a perfect base for exploring the Western Algarve. It masterfully blends its resort town atmosphere with a rich history and an authentic Portuguese charm. Within its 16th century walls, you'll find a delightful maze of cobblestone streets, picturesque plazas, and lively shops and restaurants. The town has a vibrant, youthful energy, yet it never loses touch with its maritime past. You can explore the historic slave market, the first of its kind in Europe, or simply enjoy a relaxing evening in one of the many excellent restaurants, savoring the day's fresh catch. Lagos provides the perfect balance of beautiful beaches, exciting exploration, and genuine local culture. For a different, quieter side of the Algarve, head east to the lovely town of Tavira. Situated on the banks of the Guilao River, Tavira is often considered one of the most beautiful towns in the region, filled with whitewashed houses, traditional tiled facades, and remnants of its Moorish past. The town exudes a calm and graceful atmosphere, a world away from the bustling resorts of the central Algarve. From Tavira, you can take a short ferry ride across the Ria Formosa lagoon to the Ilha de Tavira, a pristine barrier island with a seemingly endless stretch of soft white sand. It's the perfect place to escape the crowds and enjoy a simple, relaxing day by the sea. The culinary heart of the Algarve beats in time with the ocean's rhythm, and its cuisine is a glorious celebration of fresh seafood. You simply cannot visit the region without indulging in its incredible maritime bounty. One of the most iconic local dishes is grilled sardines, especially during summer months when they are at their freshest and most flavorful. All along the coast, you'll find restaurants where sardines are grilled to perfection over charcoal and served simply with boiled potatoes and a salad. Another must-try specialty is the cataplana de marisco, a fragrant and delicious seafood stew slow-cooked with tomatoes, herbs, and white wine, in a traditional clam-shaped copper pot that gives the dish its name. This focus on fresh, simple ingredients is the hallmark of Algarve cuisine. The daily catch dictates the menu in most local restaurants, so you can expect delicious offerings like grilled sea bass, golden bream, or tender octopus salads. The local markets, such as the bustling one in Olhau, are a feast for the senses, overflowing with glistening fish heaps of shellfish and fresh local produce. A visit to one of these markets offers a fascinating glimpse into the local way of life and the deep connection the people of the Algarve have with the sea. It's a culinary experience that is honest and unpretentious as it is delicious, letting the quality of the ingredients speak for itself. For a truly dramatic conclusion to your Algarve adventure, travel to the town of Sagres, which sits on the southwesternmost tip of the European continent. This is a place of wild, windswept beauty, where immense cliffs drop precipitously into the churning Atlantic below. For centuries, this point was known as the end of the world, and you can feel that raw elemental power as you stand on the cliffs watching massive waves crash against the rocks. The area is home to a historic fort where Prince Henry the Navigator is said to have established his school of navigation, planning the voyages that would launch Portugal's age of discovery. As you explore Sagres, a final essential piece of advice is to avoid the peak summer months of July and August if you prefer to experience the region with fewer crowds. Traveling in the shoulder seasons of spring-April to June or autumn-September to October offers the perfect combination of pleasantly warm weather, more affordable prices, and a more relaxed atmosphere. During these times, the beaches are less crowded, the roads are quieter, and you can more easily connect with the authentic spirit of the Algarve. This allows you to fully savor the beauty, flavor, and history of Portugal's magnificent Sunshine Coast at a more peaceful and enjoyable pace. Leaving the sunny coast, you enter a totally different Portugal, the Alentejo. This is the country's huge and quiet center, a big area of rolling hills, sun-baked land, and a deep feeling of peace. Life here slows down to a gentle, calm pace set by the seasons and old traditions. The view is a beautiful mix of golden wheat fields that go on forever, with old olive trees and huge forests of cork trees. Their red striped trunks stand out against the green leaves. It's a landscape that feels old and charming, offering a peaceful escape and a real look into the true heart of Portugal's countryside, far from the busy tourist spots. Right in the middle of this amazing area is the grand city of Évora. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of Portugal's best-kept old towns. Évora is like a living museum surrounded by medieval walls. Its cobblestone streets tell a story that goes back more than 2,000 years. As you walk through its narrow, white-painted alleys, you'll see so many old buildings that show the city's rich and long history. From Roman ruins to Gothic churches and Renaissance fountains, Évora is a place where history feels real. Every turn shows another amazing old building, inviting you to get lost in its historic mood. The most striking proof of Évora's old past is the Roman temple, which is still in great shape. People often mistakenly call it the Temple of Diana. This impressive building, with its fancy columns standing tall on the city's highest point, is from the 1st century AD. It's a strong and moving link to the area's Roman past, a strong survivor that has seen hundreds of years of change, standing in front of these old stones. Especially when they are lit by the soft evening light, you can't help but feel a deep connection to the long history that has happened right here. It's a humble reminder of how important the city has been for so long. Just a short walk from the Roman temple, you'll find the city's big Gothic church, the Sé de Évora. This church, which looks like a fortress, is an amazing example of medieval building. You absolutely must go up to its rooftop. From there, you get amazing wide views that stretch across Évora's many red-tiled roofs and white houses, and out to the huge rolling plains of the Alentejo countryside beyond. The view perfectly shows what the area is all about. An old walled city standing strong in a calm and seemingly endless landscape. It's a sight that is both beautiful and deeply moving. Évora's rich past also has a more spooky and deep side, which you can feel at the Capela dos Ossos, or Chapel of Bones. It's inside the Church of St. Francis, and this small creepy chapel is a strong reminder of death. Its walls and pillars are carefully decorated with the bones and skulls of about 5,000 monks dug up from nearby graveyards in the 1500s. A chilling message above the door says, "We bones that are here for yours, we wait." It's a serious and thoughtful place made to remind visitors that life doesn't last forever. If you step outside the city walls, you can check out the beautiful countryside that makes up the Alentejo region. This area makes the most cork in the world, and you'll see lots of cork oak trees. Driving on country roads, you'll notice these trees, with their bark carefully peeled off. This is a way of getting cork that doesn't hurt the tree, and can be done again and again. The area is also known for its many olive groves, which make great olive oil, and its many wineries. Visiting a local farm lets you learn how Alentejo's strong red wines are made, and see the farming traditions that are very important to the local economy. The food in Alentejo is as strong and real as its land, coming from a history of using simple local ingredients in the best way. One of the most famous dishes here is acorde, a alentejana, a simple but tasty bread soup. This comforting dish is made with old bread, garlic, cilantro, olive oil, and water, and usually has a poached egg floating on top. It's a great example of the region's clever and tasty country cooking. With a glass of rich local red wine, it gives you a true taste of Alentejo's food spirit, a simple joy that is both filling and deeply connected to old ways. For a final travel tip for this area, make sure to enjoy the slower pace of life. Alentejo is not a place to rush. Its good points are best found by taking your time. Whether you're walking the old streets of Évora, driving through the calm countryside, or enjoying a long, relaxed meal, this is the perfect spot for a quiet trip, a place to get away from the noise of the modern world and connect again with history, nature, and the simple, deep joys of Portuguese life. Let yourself be wrapped up in its peacefulness, and you will leave feeling calm again and truly liking this timeless heartland. Far from the mainland, scattered like emerald jewels in the mid-Atlantic Ocean, lie the Azores, an archipelago of 9 stunning volcanic islands, one of Europe's best-kept secrets. These islands are a world apart, a breathtakingly beautiful paradise that promises pure, unadulterated adventure. This is not a destination for fly-and-flop holidays. It is a playground for nature lovers, hikers, and adventurous spirits. The landscape here is raw, dramatic, and intensely green-shaped by powerful volcanic forces. From soaring peaks and deep crater lakes to bubbling hot springs and lush pastures, the Azores offer a powerful connection with wild, untamed nature. Your Azorean adventure will likely begin on São Miguel, the largest island often called the Green Island. This is the perfect introduction to incredible natural wonders. Here you'll find the iconic Sete Cidades, a massive volcanic caldera, holding 2 stunning crater lakes, one emerald green, one sapphire blue, nestled side by side. The view from Vista do Rei, or King's View, is the stuff of legends, a truly awe-inspiring panorama capturing the island's mystical allure. Beyond Sete Cidades, São Miguel offers geothermal wonders like bubbling mud pots and natural hot springs of furnace, where you can bathe in thermal waters. For the truly adventurous, a trip to Pico is an absolute must. This island is dominated by magnificent Pico Mountain, a towering stratovolcano at 2,351 meters, the highest peak in all Portugal. The challenging hike to its summit is a rite of passage for serious trekkers, rewarding climbers with unforgettable accomplishment and breathtaking views of surrounding islands. The island also features vast black volcanic vineyards, a UNESCO World Heritage Site where grapes grow in rock-walled plots protected from wind and sea spray. Beyond incredible landscapes, the Azores are a premier destination for whale watching. The deep waters surrounding the archipelago are a sanctuary for over 20 cetacean species, including sperm whales, blue whales and dolphins. Marine biology tours offer thrilling opportunities to see magnificent creatures in their natural habitat. This connection with marine life, combined with dramatic volcanic scenery, creates an unforgettable experience, highlighting raw power and incredible biodiversity of this remote corner of Portugal, a place that feels like a lost world. Closer to the African coast than to mainland Portugal lies another spectacular island destination, Madeira. Known as the Pearl of the Atlantic or the Floating Garden, Madeira offers a completely different, yet equally enchanting island experience compared to the Azores. Blessed with a subtropical climate that provides year-round spring-like weather, this volcanic island is a paradise of lush, green mountains, dramatic sea cliffs, and colorful flowers and exotic plants. It appeals to those who appreciate refined natural beauty, gentle outdoor pursuits, and old-world charm. From its vibrant capital to its serene mountain trails, Madeira is a haven of tranquility and breathtaking scenery. One of the most unique experiences in Madeira is walking along its famous levadas. These are ingenious irrigation channels, a marvel of engineering built over centuries to carry water from the mountains to the agricultural lands. Today, the maintenance paths alongside these waterways have been transformed into a network of over 2,000 kilometers of walking and hiking trails. A levada walk takes you into the heart of the island's lush Laurisilva forest, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, guiding you past waterfalls, through tunnels, and along cliffs with stunning views. The island's capital, Funchal, is a charming, vibrant city nestled in a natural amphitheater overlooking the Atlantic. Its historic center is a delight to explore, with narrow cobblestone streets, a bustling market, the Mercado dos Lavradores, overflowing with exotic fruits and flowers, and a beautiful waterfront promenade. For spectacular views, Take the cable car up to the hilltop suburb of Monte, where you can visit the Monte Palace Tropical Garden. Afterwards, you can experience a thrilling traditional ride back down towards the city on a carro de cesto, a classic wicker toboggan steered by two men in traditional white outfits and straw hats. As a final travel tip for exploring Portugal's islands, renting a car is highly recommended for both the Azores and Madeira. While there are public transport options, having your own vehicle gives you freedom and flexibility to explore incredible landscapes at your own pace. It allows you to discover hidden viewpoints, secluded villages, and remote trailheads often inaccessible by bus. Flights from Lisbon and Porto are relatively short and frequent, making it easy to add an island-hopping adventure to your mainland itinerary. Fully embracing the spirit of exploration is the key to unlocking the unforgettable magic of these Atlantic gems. To really get Portugal, you have to taste it. Food is super important to their culture and who they are as a country. The Portuguese cook with lots of heart, old traditions, and they really care about fresh, good stuff. Their foodways were shaped by their long coast, good farming land, and their history of traveling the world, which brought new spices and tastes to their country. From simple, filling farm-style meals to fancy seafood dishes, Portuguese food is honest, giving, and super yummy. Every meal is a chance to connect and celebrate, a moment to enjoy all the different tastes that make this amazing country and its kind, friendly people special. Right at the center of all this food is Bacalhau, or salted cod. It's the main national dish, no doubt about it. People famously say there are more than 365 ways to cook Bacalhau, one for every day of the year, and that's not even stretching the truth. This simple food turns into so many different dishes, from the easy and satisfying Bacalhau à brás, which is shredded cod with onions, fried potatoes, and scrambled eggs, to the rich and creamy Bacalhau com natas, or cod with cream. How important it is in Portuguese cooking comes from their history of sailing, when keeping fish good was key for long trips. And because you can use it in so many ways, it's a favorite food in homes and restaurants all over the country. When summer comes, the air in Portugal fills up with the amazing smell of grilling sardines. Especially during the popular Saints parties in June, these small shiny fish become the main attraction. They're usually grilled whole over hot coals, just seasoned with rough salt, and served on a piece of country bread, which soaks up the tasty oily juices. Eating grilled sardines is more than just a meal. It's a special get-together, a taste of summer itself, best enjoyed outside with friends, a simple salad, and a glass of cold wine. It's a perfect example of how the Portuguese like to let simple, fresh foods truly shine. Another famous dish, especially from the Algarve area, is the cataplana de marisco. This wonderful seafood stew is cooked and served in a special clam-shaped copper pot, which keeps the steam in and mixes the flavors together beautifully. The pot is filled with lots of fresh seafood, like clams, shrimp, mussels, and fish, all cooked together in a flavorful sauce of tomatoes, onions, garlic, and white wine. The moment the lid is opened at the table, letting out a cloud of great-smelling steam, is like a show. Sharing a cataplana is a fun group experience that perfectly captures the taste of Portugal's amazing coast. Portugal's amazing food goes way beyond just savory dishes. They really love all things sweet. The country's pastries and desserts are super rich, and many came from old secret recipes made by monks and nuns in their convents and monasteries. The most famous and loved of all is the Pastéis de Nata. This famous custard tart, with its flaky, bubbly crust and rich caramel-like egg custard filling, is honestly a little piece of heaven. Eating one or several with cinnamon and powdered sugar, especially warm from the oven with a strong coffee, is a daily habit and a must-do Portuguese experience. When it comes to drinks, Portugal has so many different kinds, just as famous as their food. While everyone knows port wine, the country makes lots of other great wines. One of the most refreshing is Vinho Verde, which means green wine. This name isn't about its color, but because it's meant to be drunk young. It usually comes from the Minho area in the north. This wine is light crisp and often bubbly, making it perfect with seafood and a great drink for warm, sunny afternoons. It's a lovely and truly Portuguese wine that's both affordable and super enjoyable. For a taste of popular local drink, you have to try ginjina. This sweet and strong liqueur is made by soaking sour cherries called ginja berries in aguardente, a type of brandy with sugar and other spices. It's super popular in Lisbon, where you can find tiny old bars just for serving small shots of this special drink. It's often served with the fruit com elas, or without semelas, and sometimes in a small chocolate cup which you eat after finishing the drink. Taking a moment to stand at a ginginha bar for a quick shot is a wonderful local tradition and sweet, warming experience. As a last tip for your food adventures, make sure to visit a local market or mercado. These busy, lively places are the best spots to see how varied Portugal's local produce is. You'll find stalls full of fresh fruits and vegetables, shiny fish right from the ocean, and a great selection of local cheeses, cured meats, and fresh bread. It's a treat for your senses and a fantastic chance to grab tasty snacks or picnic supplies. Talking to the sellers and seeing their pride in their products gives you a real look into the heart of Portuguese food culture. Beyond the stunning landscapes and delicious food, the true spirit of Portugal lives in its rich and deeply felt cultural traditions. To truly connect with the country, you must experience its music, which is most powerfully shown through fado. This is more than just a type of music. It is the soulful sound of the nation, a raw and emotional art form that speaks of saudade, a deep feeling of longing, destiny, and a kind of nostalgia that's hard to explain. Usually performed in cozy, dimly lit taverns in Lisbon's Alfama or Muraria neighborhoods, a fado show features a solo singer, the fadista, with the beautiful tunes of the Portuguese guitar. It is a very personal and moving experience that gives you a direct peek into the Portuguese heart. The culture of Portugal also has a strong thread of celebration, as seen in its many lively festivals. One of the most famous is the Santo Antonio Festival, which bursts onto the streets of Lisbon every June. The whole city comes alive in a huge street party to honor its patron saint, with colorful parades, folk music, and dancing filling the old neighborhoods. The air fills with the amazing smell of grilled sardines, which are sold everywhere and enjoyed by locals and visitors. It is a joyful, wild, and wonderfully real celebration of life, community, and tradition that is truly wonderful to see and be a part of. Porto has its own equally exciting celebration in June, the Festa de São João. This festival is one of Europe's liveliest street parties, a night of pure, happy fun with some funny traditions. As you walk through the crowded streets, you'll see people playfully hitting each other on the head with soft plastic hammers, a strange but friendly custom that adds to the party chaos. The night ends with amazing fireworks over the Douro River, followed by dancing in the streets until the sun comes up. It's a wild, joyful, and unforgettable night that perfectly shows the fun-loving spirit of the people of Porto. These cultural expressions, from the sad thoughts of a fado song to the wild joy of a street festival, show the deep emotional range of the Portuguese people. They are a nation that loves both its touching history and its lively present with the same passion. Taking the time to find these experiences lets you move beyond just being a tourist and become a part of the living, breathing culture of the country. Whether you find yourself amazed by a fadista's powerful voice or dancing in a crowd under a sky full of fireworks, these are the moments that create the most lasting and meaningful travel memories. When you travel through Portugal, you'll quickly find that the people there are one of the best things about the country. Portuguese people are generally known for being warm, friendly, and really happy to show off their beautiful country to visitors. A lot of people in places where tourists go, especially younger folks, speak great English. But if you try to learn just a few basic Portuguese words, they'll really appreciate it, and it will help you connect with them a lot more. Simple nice things like saying bom dia, which means good morning, por favor, which means please, and especially obrigado, if you're a guy saying thank you, or obrigada, if you're a girl saying thank you, will get you warm smiles and can open the door to better connections. One important tip from locals is to enjoy the slow pace of life. In Portugal, things often move at a more relaxed speed than you might be used to, especially when it comes to eating. Meals are meant to be enjoyed slowly, not rushed. So just relax and enjoy the experience. Don't be surprised if service at a restaurant is slower than you expect. This isn't bad service. It's an invitation to slow down, enjoy talking, and appreciate the food and wine. This unhurried way of life is a big part of their culture and one of the great joys of visiting Portugal. Being polite and respectful is very important in Portuguese culture. When you go into a small shop, a coffee place, or any business, it's normal to say hello to the staff with a friendly bom dia or boa tarde, which means good afternoon. This simple greeting is a small way to show respect and is a basic part of everyday manners. Also, being patient is key. Whether you're waiting in line or for your coffee, staying calm and pleasant is always the best way to be. This respectful and patient attitude will make sure your interactions with locals are good and rewarding, showing how kind the people themselves are. Lastly, even though Portugal is a very modern country, it holds onto its traditions with pride. You'll notice a strong sense of family and community, and they appreciate the simple things in life. To connect better, be a careful and respectful traveler. Dress modestly when you visit churches. Be aware of how loud you are in neighborhoods, and always ask before taking close-up pictures of people. By showing this thoughtfulness, you're not just respecting the local culture, but also making your unforgettable trip through this charming land richer, more real, and more welcoming. As our journey comes to a close, it is clear that Portugal is far more than a destination. It is a feeling, a profound experience that weaves into your memory and stays with you long after you return home. It's the lingering taste of a warm pastel de nata, the haunting melody of a fado song echoing in cobblestone alleys, and the breathtaking sight of a golden sunset dissolving into the Atlantic. This is a country that engages all the senses, where the rhythm of life is shaped by the sea, by centuries of history, and by the generous spirit of its people. Portugal doesn't just welcome you, it embraces you completely. We have wandered from vibrant Lisbon to the fairy tale palaces of Sintra and journeyed north to the proud streets of Porto. We've drifted along the serene Douro River, marveling at terraced vineyards and basked in the sunshine of the Algarve's coast. We've stepped back in time in the historic Alentejo and explored the wild beauty of the Azores and Madeira. Through it all, we have discovered a nation incredibly diverse, offering unique adventures yet unified by authentic charm. The true magic of Portugal lies in this balance between old and new. It proudly preserves its heritage while embracing vibrant energy. You can explore a medieval castle and surf world-class beaches, or enjoy traditional meals before heading to rooftop bars. This seamless blend makes travel here dynamic. This guide provides the keys, but the greatest discoveries are ones you'll make yourself. It's hidden viewpoints, small family restaurants, and conversations with locals. Portugal invites you to be curious, to wander without a plan, and open your heart to moments of wonder. It rewards exploration with authenticity and beauty and genuine connection. So, as you plan your travels for 2025, we encourage you to place Portugal at the very top of your list. Whether you are a history buff, a foodie, a nature lover, an adventurer, or simply someone in search of sunshine and relaxation, this country offers an experience that will exceed all your expectations. It is a destination that is both incredibly beautiful and remarkably affordable, making it accessible to all kinds of travelers. It is also one of the safest and most welcoming countries in Europe, allowing you to explore with a sense of ease and confidence, ready to immerse yourself fully in everything it has to offer. Prepare to fall in love with the simple pleasures, sharing a bottle of Vinho Verde with new friends as the sun sets, getting lost in the labyrinthine streets of an ancient city, or feeling the warm sand between your toes on a secluded beach. These are the moments that define a trip to Portugal. It's a place that reminds you to slow down, to savor life, and to appreciate the beauty that surrounds you. You will leave not only with a camera full of stunning photos, but with a heart full of warmth and a soul enriched by the genuine hospitality and timeless charm of this extraordinary land. We hope this guide has inspired you and provided you with the practical tools needed to start planning your very own Portuguese adventure. The story of your journey is now yours to write. Will it be filled with the exploration of ancient cities, the thrill of sailing along the dramatic coast, or the simple joy of sharing a delicious meal with the people you love? Whatever path you choose, we are certain that you will find a piece of yourself in the beautiful tapestry of Portugal, a country that has a remarkable way of capturing the hearts of all who visit. Thank you for joining us on this virtual tour. We encourage you to like this video, subscribe for more in-depth travel guides, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We would love to know, what is the one destination in Portugal that you are dreaming of visiting the most? There is a whole world of culture, flavor, and beauty waiting for you. All that's left to say is obrigado, and we hope to see you in Portugal very soon. Your unforgettable journey awaits.